for you guys.
Okay.
In light of the situation, do you guys want to roll on as normal? Do you want it to be a shorter episode, or do you want to, what do we want to do exactly?
Well, with less people, it'll go faster, anyways.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, one can hope.
Well,
Any
Tuesday's
thoughts?
game we had less people, and
Well, yeah, we didn't have our moral center at all. So we may or may not have slaughtered a lot of elves in their home city.
only like 10 or 15.
Uh, Closer to 20.
Potato.
I mean, fair enough. I guess I can't really argue with that too much. But yeah, that was
They should have tried to arrest us.
twice, yeah.
They shouldn't have these silly laws.
Nope. Hey, we didn't break no laws.
I mean, we probably did.
And
Murder is
sure
pretty
murder is
illegal
still-
in very, very many jurisdictions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I'd be okay with like a shorter session.
I mean, I'm alright with whatever. We'll just roll through and see what happens. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright. So, last we left off, you guys were in the Feywild. Pretty much, yeah. You guys were in the Feywild.
Oh yeah,
Had
that's right.
finally gotten there. Taking you a little bit. What I want to do is open with I need charisma saves from everybody. Ta, you have disadvantage. Lucian, you have advantage. And Gad, you're even.
God damn it.
Charisma saving throws.
Okay. Lucian, roll me a d4. Alright.
Then after that, do you want me to roll 3d6?
No.
Oh god.
Oh, boy. Todd, is your mic working? Just
Yep.
curious. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I haven't heard you say a damn word.
Is that 1d4?
His nickname should be the Silent.
Okay, whatever your fourth option is, that's what you're aligned to now. Welcome back to the Feywild.
Oh, this could be fun.
All right, so what you guys and it's slow, but you guys have been in the Feywild for a little while now, and you're heading out of the city, from my understanding. So, you do notice, and Gad, you recognize this a little bit. It still affects you to an extent, just not nearly as much as the others, perhaps. Your emotions are kind of supercharged. Yeah, so if you're
Oh.
feeling angry, is maybe a little more angry than normal. Ta, what are you feeling right now?
I don't know. Like I just want to get it over with, basically.
So, impatience, perhaps?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so that's probably heightened a bit. I would also say, you feel a familiar presence, a perhaps demonic or devilish presence in the back of your head, sort of pushing you along even more, looking to get you to, yeah, basically, you're having a little bit of a hard time controlling those emotions that you're normally pretty good at. All right, so that's where we're starting. Lucian,
Yes.
you know the route. I'm going to tell you the route.
Let's go the route.
What's that?
Righty.
Let's go the route then.
Yes. So the route that you know that you need to take to get to the Alcaran Forest is first through, across the plains. I mean, so Elder Rest is in sort of a forested area, but there are plains kind of surrounding it. Plains are pretty normal, right? There's nothing too major about them. It's close to the portal to the material plane. It's relatively safe, for lack of a better term. And you guys are traversing those plains right now as you leave the city. You know you need to go through the Ravenwood. And once you get past there, you'll find the Pools of Kadeth, which you know probably a little bit about. They're these sort of it's this sort of large field, kind of rocky, right, with outcrops and stuff, with geothermal vents underneath it, so they're almost just random hot springs all over the place. Usually very misty, as one might expect from hot water constantly in the to Gorda Village rather. You don't know much about Gorda Village. You've never been, I don't think. You do know that they're an odd people. Typically elves, weirdly a few humans in there, but they've been there. They sort of guard the outside, in a sense, of the Okran Forest. You do know a bit about the Ravenwood. It is almost a maze-like forest, typically kind of dark, as Ravenwood might imply, with birds, ravens, typically, or blackbirds, crows, yada yada yada, that tend to call out in odd songs and things.
Ravenwood?
That would be why it's called Ravenwood. Very good. You get a gold star.
Yay.
Um,
Yay me.
but it is a bit maze-like and it's kind of hard to traverse. So that's where you guys are headed. For the Pools of Kadeth, I don't think you would have gone out that way, but you can make me a history check if you want to know more.
Sure. Right. That's
Okay.
a bit better.
19. All right. You know that there are tales of fey spirits of one type or another that reside inside the pools, typically things like sirens or nymphs and those sorts of creatures. But they tend to leave travelers mostly alone, although there have been tales of, a few of them being
Naughty.
yeah, we'll call it that. So you guys head out across the plains. How are your provisions looking?
Fairly well.
All right, yeah.
I don't
We
eat.
got
My weapons are good.
okay. Just want to make sure. But yeah. So, you guys head on
We
out.
actually prepared for this one.
Yeah, for once in your lives, it's odd. I'm not used to that, but whatever. So, as you head out, you notice that there are no moons in the sky. There, the typical 2 moons that you guys are used to. Nothing like that in the sky. It seems to be almost an eternal dusk or dawn. You're not sure which. As you continue on, though, is there anything you guys would like to do before you guys head to, say, the Ravenwood or wherever you decide to go?
Just a quick point of clarification. When you say
Sure.
we've been in the Feywild for a while,
Mm-hmm.
like how long?
A few hours at least.
Okay.
You got the letter of note, or no, you got that before you went through. My bad.
Yep.
But you did meet Lucian's wife, and you also met
His uncle.
or no, that was on the other side, but on this side, you guys have managed to Sorry, I'm trying to. I have a list here of things that you guys have done. It's not a huge amount, but you guys have come through, given a little bit of a look around.
You took a look around and decided to fuck off.
Yep, and that's going to be interesting.
I think we
You
ended
guys
just
did
after
see
that.
Aleshin walking through the area on this side, and if you guys remember what Aleshin is, that's the thing that appeared when
Elias
Bramnick had to
was-
make the deal. So they're these sort of tall, probably about 9 foot tall, lanky, very thin, long arms with antlers and no recognizable face, but wearing essentially a deer skull on their head, as far as you can tell. You did see one of them, obviously, a fair few Eladrin walking around. If there is something you want to do inside the city, you can do that before you leave. That's perfectly fine. I don't want to rush you. So,
No, yeah, I just want to know in case like, oh, it was long enough for a long rest, or not.
I don't think you guys have stopped for a long rest. You would want to get like a hotel or something, probably.
Yeah.
No, you guys have been, in the
We've been moving
Feywild for
through.
like a couple of hours, not much. Probably just getting a look around, lay of the land, that sort of deal. You see, the fields of this sort of blue, purple grass that waves, with what looks like a breeze, but you don't feel the breeze, weirdly. Um, Stretching out off into the distance quite a ways. But you can see the beginning of what appears to be a forest with dark red and black trees. Um, Probably, a mile or two away.
We should probably keep moving. This place is beautiful, but weird.
That's that's the Feywild. I mean, let's be fair.
I guess we just keep going.
Let's go.
All right. So, as you continue on, eventually, you do come to the beginning of this forest, and it starts very abruptly. The trees are ridiculously dense. They tower probably, 100 feet into the air. They're not quite redwoods, right? But these would be really tall, maples and oaks, but all of them have this dark pallor to them, very, very dark colors, dark leaves, dark almost everything. Um, there seems to be one sort of opening, uh, sort of a path that leads into the forest in front of you, but only one. Everything else is so densely vegetated and overgrown that it doesn't look like there's actually a path through it. You could attempt to make one, of course. We'll see, but
Lucius
Uh,
seriously considering that.
as we approach, I do want to see if there's like just like a piece of bark from one of these trunks that I can just like kind of rip off and like look at.
yeah, you could attempt to do that. Sure. Give me, I guess, a strength check.
Now the trees are going to kill us.
I mean,
My character doesn't know that.
no. But you're thinking it really, really
Yep.
loudly, right? Okay. You rip a piece of the bark from the tree. It seems to be, I mean, it's bark. What is it that you're trying to find out about it? Like,
Like, is there anything special about it? Does it have any special properties? Like, is it extra hard? Is it resilient or dry
okay,
and crumbly?
okay. As you look over it, you do notice that it is lighter than perhaps bark of other trees. It is strong. It is certainly strong. Um, you probably could have just asked Lucian about this, but that's fine. So you also noticed that okay. I'm trying to think of how best to do this because I did not expect you to decide to rip fucking bark off the tree. Okay. So give me a one of you give me a perception check.
Lucian, how you doing?
Yeah, not very well.
Okay. Okay. Beyond
Damn you, roll 20.
sort of the basics, you know, like it is lighter, seems to be a bit stronger than your typical wood, I guess. Lucian, you would know it as Fey wood. It just, you know, it is sort of exaggerated wood. It's got a little bit more strength and a bit more.
Stop touching my Fey wood, damn it.
Stop touching my wood.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I guess after like 15, 20 seconds of looking at it, I'll just ask Lucian, what's up with the wood here?
That's long and hard.
Full of sap. So, yeah, I mean,
okay, I'm done.
yeah, okay, thank you. I mean, it's Feywood. It's renowned for its strength.
For good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there are people that come out usually from like the material plane or other planes to try to harvest it, and it's usually quite a tough challenge to do so, as you know, the rest of the Feywild is pretty jealous with its own material.
Cool, I'll pocket it.
All right. The rest of you?
I'm just walking into the fucking forest. Like I'm on
Okay.
the path, but I'm done with him fucking dealing with the bark.
Fuck this guy. Fuck your bark. I'm going in. We're getting this done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You enter.
I'm not too far behind.
Yep, I'm like
Okay.
maybe 20 feet behind Lucian.
Okay. As you guys enter into the forest, very quickly the canopy blots out a lot of the light. It's not. I mean, it's not quite dark vision territory, but you're getting kind of close, right? You do notice a few odd bits and pieces as you go. There are no diverging paths as of the moment. Lucian, you being more attuned to the Feywild and, you know, having grown up here, and potentially you know, having gone through this wood at least once in your life, the trees you notice slowly almost seem to lean in towards you. As you continue a little bit further, you do come to a split in the path. Let's see, you can hear odd raven or bird calls at least coming from both sides. There's a path left and a path right.
Can I check my memory to see if I remember which way to go?
Okay, sure.
History?
Give me a history check, and it'll be kind of a general history check in general here. Okay. So
it's like that, huh?
no,
Roll 20.
this is
Oh,
going to be interesting.
roll
The
20.
rolls.
Yeah. So
Good, bad, good, bad.
yeah, so you're alternating today, apparently. So you know two things about the Ravenwood. One, the last time you were here, you went left. However, you also know that the Ravenwood itself is a maze sort of thing. It's a living forest, and the trees themselves have been known to move and change the path.
Goody.
You do know that the ravens themselves will attempt to trick you as you go, to keep you, along with countless others that they've done this to, trapped inside of their forest. So, you can hear two distinct raven calls. I don't know if anybody here speaks with animals.
Nope.
Nope.
Things don't sound superhuman, like they don't sound very human-like. They certainly sound bird-callish, although ravens have been known to mimic, common or elvish or whatever they hear. Currently, you're not getting a lot of that. However, from if one of you wants to give me either an animal handling check or a perception check with disadvantage, because I don't think you guys can speak that language.
Okay. I'll do it.
Actually, what languages do you speak first?
Common, Elven, Draconic.
Okay.
Common Dwarvish Draconic.
Okay.
Common and Orc.
Nope, none of you speak it. Okay, fair enough.
Oh!
Oof.
Oh, that hurts.
All right. God, you listen for a few, and then you feel like you hear, actually in Draconic, the ravens calling from the left. This way. This way.
That is very strange. Lucian,
Yes.
which way are we supposed to go?
Oh, which way did the ravens say to go?
You could hear them too.
Duh, that's right.
Hmm.
We go right.
Do the ravens here in Ravenwood speak to you?
Yes.
That is strange. Should they be trusted?
No. They tend to like trapping people here.
I see.
They're kind of assholes like that.
All
I
right.
could have sworn I heard a whisper in Draconic to go left.
Then we go right.
I'm gonna start walking right down the right path.
Okay, you're going down the right path. Okay, no problem.
Yep, I'm just gonna go ahead and follow.
Okay. All right. In that case, here's what I'm gonna do. I have one map for this, unfortunately, so we're gonna use some different parts as we go, because it's the only way I can manage to make this work properly.
Time to roll initiative.
No, I mean it's gonna be an interesting, a little different than that. You continue down the right path for some time. It's disconcerting. The trees do again. I mean, they're almost looming. It's odd, but as you get further in, you eventually round a corner into a small clearing. There's not much here, but there does seem to be the remains of a camp. 2 benches, a couple of what look like cups of beer on them, a burned out fire pit, and a copse of trees surrounding it. It seems to be a dead end. Let me go ahead and give you guys a look-see here. They don't
Fucking hell,
really
wish
have,
we had a ranger.
right?
You said cups of beer. They're like just full cups of beer, or
They're about half full.
cool.
There also seems to be some papers on one of the desks near the freaking some of the beer. Mind you, I don't really have things for beer. I don't really have that in the thing, so
Right, but how dare you?
Jeez, come on.
yeah, okay.
Had all week to work on this.
No, I'm fucking kidding. Do you know what work is like right now?
Nope.
You don't want to know. It's stupid. I'm working 10-hour shifts on the high-low. Getting home and fucking being exhausted.
Aw.
I basically just go to work, get home, go to sleep. That's been my week.
And making shit pay.
Yeah,
GG
Yeah.
guy, GG.
but it's pay. That's the important part. Okay, so you managed to see these 2 benches. No people, but a bit of beer and some papers.
Okay, take a look at the papers.
Okay, as you pick them up, let's see here. There we go. There we go. You can read Elvish, so this is readable to you. It says something to the extent of, "My friends have convinced me to stay. This really isn't that bad of a place. The beer is plentiful. The stories are quite entertaining. And there doesn't seem to be any reason to leave."
Are you reading that out loud?
Yes.
I'm walking out of the camp.
You're not walking out of the camp. The
Damn it.
trees close behind you. You are now inside of a circle. I need you guys to put your tokens down.
Oh boy.
I
I'm
need to know where
gonna-
you are.
I'm going to turn to the trees that just like closed over the path that was there. And I'm like, if this is about the bark, kill him. I don't care.
I mean, yeah.
Wait, where was the way we came in? North, south, west.
Came in from right there. Okay. So, yes, the trees close in behind you.
Wait, Todd, what do you mean?
I told them if it's about you stealing the bark, I want them to kill you. Because then maybe they'll let me through.
All right. So here is how do you say that? Like, you say that, but I'm assuming in common.
I'm offering him as in common, like as
It's a sacrifice.
Yes, I'm offering him
Yeah.
as a sacrifice.
Offering him as atonement. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
For,
did it.
yeah. I mean, no. I'm with you. I gotcha. I understand completely. Yeah. However, you notice that the trees do reach for him as
Oh.
they are slowly encroaching in that general direction. They reach out. I'm gonna need Gad to make me a dexterity saving throw as all of a sudden vines and branches whip out to attempt to grab onto you.
Oh boy.
This might be the second time I get your character killed.
Wait, what do you mean? The wood, the bark?
This is how it's happening as all trees begin to.
Oh, I set off a firebolt. At the closest one.
Well, I mean, they're reaching for all of you, basically.
Oh, they are reaching for all of us.
They're
Not
gonna
just
reach
him.
for all of you. They reach for him first. You are, by the way, Gad, considered currently grappled by one of these trees. Ta, they're gonna go for. They would go for you second, but that's their surprise round essentially. And yes, we're going into initiative order. They don't seem to have taken any heed with what you said, Ta. You get the idea that maybe they don't speak common.
I'll try Elvish. Say the same thing.
Say it in Elvish.
God, I can't click my. There we go.
I don't think that's gonna work quite as well.
Ooh,
As
that's
you would
great.
hope.
Try.
There's a different version of Elvish that they might speak.
Probably Sylvan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no bueno.
No.
Wow, even Tall rolled higher than me.
Fuck you.
All
Steal
right.
from the
So
fucking Feywild.
I don't fucking know that. It's just some interesting
know.
looking wood.
All right. I'll go ahead and.
But that's such a fucking random thing. I want to tear bark off trees. Like, who the fuck does that?
There we go.
Well, I've never been to Feywild before, and the trees look real big and menacing. Wonder if they make good,
You're,
like...
you're made of metal, not wood.
This will go well. Okay,
Yep,
so
it's gonna be great.
Top of the turn order. That's Lucian.
I'm gonna try a new spell.
All right. Steel Wind Strike. Okay.
Nice.
Against
27 will hit any of them. So
this. Basically,
all but one, because you can get 6.
6? I thought it was 5.
Is it 5? It might be 5.
Let me double check.
Yeah, please do.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
God damn it. I don't have the
I can pull it
spell
up.
description written down.
I got it here somewhere. 5th level spell.
5 creatures.
5. Okay. So which 5?
Back.
Just
This
around in a clockwise order, basically.
Yeah, to
Or-
this one.
Okay. Well, a 27 will hit the first one. Now, you have to make a spell attack against each one individually.
I do. Okay.
So, you can just roll it, and the damage will be 44. That'll hit.
Oh,
Okay.
if only you crit.
Insanely, they all hit. All right. So let me.
I kind of like that spell.
Yeah, it's a good fucking spell. As you do that, you can see pieces of the bark, the pieces of the tree itself just splintering off. You manage to sever several branches. You don't free Gad, but you do.
I don't think he was trying to.
No, I don't think he does. He was. But you do manage to inflict as your blade sort of swings out, cutting viciously. You manage to what looks like actually sort of almost begin chopping these trees down a little bit. I mean, they are. I mean, if trees can look rough, they look a little bit rough. Ta, you are up.
So I'm. I don't know if that counts as being in their range, but I want to jump over to next to Lucian,
Okay. All right. Yep.
and then I am going to cast Burning Hands on the bottom left too.
Okay.
At first level.
All right. DC 15 dex saves. Trees are very dexterous. So. Okay. No. And no. Okay. So you managed to burn the shit out of both of them.
All right.
Uh,
I'm trying to check this. Fire ignites any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. I don't know if that counts for trees.
I'm going to give them a Constitution save because they're kind of a weird set of trees.
All right.
That one's on fire. So we'll start here and we'll give them that
Yay,
thing.
fire.
Let's see, another con save. All right. I'm gonna say because your spell save is 15. That's sort of what I was going with. So the second
Sure.
one does not actually light on fire, but you do manage to light one of them on fire, which is
All right. Cool.
kind of annoying. All right. So next up are the trees themselves. So, yeah, I got that. Okay, cool. So the bottom two, or no, let's see here. These two here will be on Ta. This one here is, or these two here are on Lucian. Everything else is on Gad. So Ta, you're up first. I don't think any of these are gonna hit, but we're gonna try it anyway. So 1,
Nope.
2,
Nope.
Lucian. 1.
Nope.
No. 2.
Nope.
Gad. 1.
Wow. Okay, sure.
I have advantage on you. You are currently grappled, by the
Are you
way.
kidding?
So 2 crits. 1 and 2.
That is 16 plus 15, 31 damage. Great.
From the awakened trees, yes. As they then move in closer. I also, Gad,
Yes.
make me a strength save as they attempt to bind you even further. It'll be versus the, or it can be athletics or it can't be acrobatics though because you're currently grappled. So athletics versus their strength. 19.
Oh, thank
Okay,
God.
they do not bind you further. So you have the ability to actually, you cannot move as you are grappled, but you can attack.
Okay, cool. I cast Wall of Fire.
All right, where do you cast it?
I want to cast it like this. 30-foot range. So, wait, no, hold on. What? 120. Let me double check the spell description.
120-foot range, 30-foot length.
Cool.
They're gonna have to make some dex saves. They're not very good at that because they're fucking trees. That's okay. Okay, so you're kind of okay.
Yep, I'm gonna try to cut that avenue right off.
Okay, so I'll start at the bottom because that makes more sense for me right now. So 1. That meets. So succeeds. So half.
12.
Does not make it and does not make it. That double clicked again. So here. This one meets, so it's half. Okay. Top one. You actually managed to immolate that one. As the fire hits it, it seems to be a little too much for it to take, and it starts to burn, releasing part of its grip on you. These two right here are the ones that have you held. So make it a little easier to get out. Last one did not make it, and it also immolates.
Excellent. I am going to bonus action healing word myself.
Okay. For 4. All
Oh,
right.
that's dandy.
So, Lucian, you're up.
I'm gonna use the Steel Wind Strike from the ring.
Okay.
This.
That one's dead.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay then.
These two right here are now burning. Basically, they've fallen over as, kind of
Okay.
gone timber. Yeah.
Then this one to this one.
So all the other ones. Okay.
Yeah.
So roll the first one so I know the damage.
Not too bad.
19, so 38. Okay. That will kill this. For basically, you manage to sever this one and it drops. It falls over. Okay. Roll your next spell attack. Yeah, that'll fucking do it. All right.
That one.
All right. Yeah, that's enough.
How much?
17. This one holds on barely.
And the last one. Damn it.
Oh no. Let's see. Yeah, no, that does not hit. Somehow, you missed the tree. Maybe it's just in the crazy blindness of all the fire, smoke, and everything else. You sort of swing past it and then return to your initial spot. All right. That brings us to Ta. This one here is burning and looks really fucked up. This one here is still alive.
All right, I'm going to use a spell I don't think I've used yet.
Oh.
And move 5 feet, and then
Okay.
using War Magic, I am going to use Green Flame Blade.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Purdy.
that's from Skag.
Which, if I can click the damn thing, oh, it doesn't actually share it. Okay, basically just hits 2 people. Actually,
Yep.
maybe...
Well, it hits. You make an attack against one.
Yeah.
With added fire
I'm just
damage,
trying
and then the fire jumps. Yeah.
Here, I'll just paste it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, just so you
Okay.
got it there. And then I will use a melee strike to cast the spell.
All right. So, which one are you attacking?
The one that's on fire right now.
Okay.
And then the green flame will try to jump over the other one.
All right. That works for me.
Oh, god damn it.
It does
All
not
right, that
hit.
doesn't hit.
In fact,
Ha! That's what you get for trying to get me killed.
roll me 1d3
1d3.
just for entertainment's sake.
Oh no.
1d4?
Nope, 1d3. You
It-
can. It'll work. It'll work. It's just a random between 1 and 3. That's fine.
What do you... How do you roll a 1d3? There's only a d4.
Slash roll 1d3.
Like that.
Oh, it's the way the slash roll. Okay.
Like that.
Yeah, it's just slash roll. So we'll go off of Taz.
Ha!
Okay.
Oh.
How much is your fire thing?
What?
How much damage does your flame do when it jumps?
Spellcasting modifier. Will be the spell attack bonus? Oh, no,
No,
spellcasting
he gets
ability.
an extra bit because he's higher than level.
Yeah. An extra 1d8 fire damage to the target. Oh, and the fire damage to the second creature increases to 1d8 plus your skill. Yeah, so 1d8
Okay,
plus.
roll 1d8 plus whatever.
Oh, that'd be intelligence. So
Yep.
1d8 plus 3.
Okay. All
So
right.
7.
Didn't you set this up?
Gad, you take 7 fire damage as the flame jumps.
No, I
as-
don't. I take 3 because I have fire resistance.
Okay. But yes, you take 3.
Oh, what is wrong with you, man?
I don't feel bad about that.
I know you don't. That
Of
brings
course,
us to the
Joey would
trees.
say, "I'm not even sorry."
All right. At the end of his turn is when he'll take the
Oh,
burn.
wait. Yeah, but I do still get a bonus action attack though.
Oh yeah, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
My bad. All
So
right.
I'll just try and
Going
hit
after the burning one again?
Same one. Yep.
All right. Yeah,
There we
that'll do
go.
it. Okay,
That's
so he's
better.
dead. He's
Okay.
very dead. And so that'll bring us to the one awakened tree left. It is going after you, Gad. 25
Really? Yep, that hits.
for 7.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna expend a first level spell slot. Shield, motherfucker. That doesn't hit.
Okay. It attempts to hit you. It doesn't, but it tries. And that brings us to your turn, finally. Actually, I would like you to roll me a d20, Gad.
Oh boy.
'Cause I didn't think of this earlier. Okay, never mind then. You're good.
Alright, seeing as this one is about to start getting on. Oh, wait, hold on. That's 25 half to. 25 would have to 12 or 13.
12. It's always rounded down. Everything is always rounded down. It gives
Okay,
every,
cool.
you know.
Wall of Fire is still up, so when it starts its turn in there, it takes damage. Again,
Sure.
23.
Alright. Cool. It's still alive.
And I am going to cast a firebolt at it.
Okay. 17 will hit. 8. Alright. It is still alive.
Cool. I will bonus action healing word myself again.
Alright. Okay, for 7 health. That brings us a solution.
Okay. Let's see here. Fourth level fireball.
Oh. I mean, sure. Okay.
To this area.
Sure. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Yeah, do it. Whatever works. DC 17 dex save. All right. No, and it's very dead. Okay. You managed to burn that. You also managed to set that part of the forest on fire.
Good.
I'm going to drop Wall of Fire.
I would like every single person here to make a dexterity save as the fire begins to spread incredibly quickly. You have burning trees in front of you, and there's no way out around here. The fire is behind you and starting to catch up very, very quickly. It's essentially closing in around you. The only way out is near Gad. All right. The flames lick in and begin to tear up the ground around you. That will be. Let's see. It'll be half. So it was only a DC of 8, but yeah. So there's 17 fire damage to Lucian and Gad as you guys run outside of this the copse of trees here,
Great.
back onto the path.
Back to the health I was at the beginning of the fight.
All right. So I am. I gotta go and quickly grab something. But I'll give you guys just a second. I just gotta go and grab this real quick because I don't have my notebook and I need it, and I have all my notes for this shit in there. So I'll be right back.
Hurry up. Well, this is going well.
Yep.
Guess you shouldn't have taken that bark, huh?
I mean, I don't fucking know. I've never been here. You never said anything when I showed it to you, or when I asked you. All right. Let's see what else I can milk out of this.
Lucian's at the point of just burning down the whole damn thing.
Whoa! Out of character, knowing what I know about the Feywild, that would probably get you banned.
Oh well. Worth it.
Would it though?
We get to our destination quicker.
At what cost though? Will we be able to even leave? That was pretty crazy though. We killed 7 things in 2 turns.
Yep.
Well, if you would have died, we would have gotten 8.
Yep. I just love it when a DM doesn't prepare for a game.
Well, I mean, can you blame the guy? Really?
Yes. Yes, I can.
All right. Sorry about that. Apparently, I
Took
left
you
it in
long
the
enough.
ar. Yeah, it is what it
GG,
is.
guy, GG.
I'm not good at this. I took it with me when I went out to breakfast this morning because I didn't have anything else to do, and it was an excuse to not talk to people. So, all right. So I'm going to cover that up. I'll move your tokens here in a few for you, if need be. So, you guys are back at the path. The flames don't seem to be chasing you at the moment. Probably a good thing. And you have the right-hand side, or the left-hand side rather, still untraveled.
Well, that side went so well. Fuck it. I don't want to go to the other way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You continue on for probably another hour or so. Eventually, coming to another fork in the path. Again, you hear ravens' cries, but they're different. At this point, what I would like here, I'm gonna get rid of this for the moment. There we go. I just don't need that blocking my view. So at this point, you do again hear ravens' cries. I don't know if you can necessarily discern them though. Exactly. However, if they do sound somewhat familiar to Lucian.
Okay.
They are certainly something along the lines of vaguely Elvish. It's a language that you've heard before, probably. Definitely something like Sylvan. As you're listening, you might be able to pick something out if you want to try.
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and give me we'll call it an investigation. It's to piece together what you're hearing and trying to relate it, as Sylvan is sort of the root language for Elven. They're similar in some ways and very different in others.
So like English and American.
Yeah, sure. As you're listening, this time from the right, you kind of hear a "Come, follow me" sound repeated from what sounds like hundreds of these ravens.
Gonna try and discern if they're telling the truth.
Just off voice
Insight
alone.
versus Raven? Okay.
That's so Raven.
You gather that, well, it's not so much a truth claim. They want you to follow them.
Okay.
Why would be your own history, but they certainly would like you to follow them somehow, for whatever reason.
They like to kill us.
I mean, I'm not going to say
Animal.
that, but I'm thinking it loudly.
I'll look to the others. They want us to go that way with them.
But you said not to trust the crows.
Yep. So let's try the other way.
All right. So, you guys head off to the left then. Continuing down the path as you see it. Eventually. I need a perception check from one of you. Probably in this case, I'm gonna say Ta.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I'm gonna give you advantage.
That's bad.
Show me potato salad.
I mean,
Yep.
He sees Caesar salad.
all right, Ta. You vaguely think you see a shape. In fact, two shapes. You're not sure what they are. One is they're both not very tall, right? Maybe 4 feet ish, somewhere in that general direction, you'd guess. One is sort of thin, and the other more squat and wide. And as you guys are coming up to another junction, they turn to the right. But you don't see anything else. That's what you see essentially is two figures.
Anybody else see that?
What?
Two, I assume people went off to the right.
maybe you're hallucinating?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Can I roll perception to see if I see anybody over there?
Sure. You don't see anybody.
No. There's nobody over there.
Well, do we have any other decisions for which direction we need to go?
The path actually forks in three ways now. You can go straight, you can go left, or you can go right.
I guess I'll listen for the crows. See if I understand anything they're saying.
You can hear the odd call, but none of them seem to be calling to you. And Lucian, you can't discern. I mean, they're not actually calling.
They're just
For
making
what
noise.
direction? Yeah, they're just making noise.
Well, so far this force has been really tricky.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess we go right, and I start heading off the right path.
I don't think that's a really good idea.
I'll start following as well. This is probably dumb.
Well, I guess we're all gonna die.
Nah, just you.
I follow. But I am watching,
Alright.
like, carefully.
All right, so you guys head off to the right. Are you trying to catch up to what you saw, Tom?
Nope. Nope. Just going that way.
Okay. As you continue, you notice that this path is very snaky for sure. But as time goes on, Gad, make me one last perception check.
Oh, thank God.
You reach down for a moment, just sort of noticing, I mean, it's not much weight, but like a lack of weight somewhere. The piece of Feywood that you had collected is no longer on your person.
Oh. Yep. Let's get the fuck out of the Feywilds as soon as possible.
Meanwhile,
That's
as
so
you
much
continue
fun.
down this path, Ta, you're leading the charge here. Go ahead and give me another perception check.
All right. Hey.
Oh.
Yay!
And
Okay.
perception rolls.
As you come up to another junction, it's another three-way junction, straight, left, or right. You you don't really notice anything major. There's just these three paths. You think you might see some light coming from the left, but you're not sure.
Do I see any tracks in the ground?
No.
Well, I picked the last one. Anybody care to take a shot? There appears to be some light off to the left.
I'll look off to the left and see if I can spot that light too.
Nope.
Oh, there's definitely no light at the end of the path over there. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna look down the other two paths too. Lucian, how far down are we supposed to be?
Say we go right. What do you mean?
About how long does it take to get through the Ravenwood?
In your experience, I mean, the Ravenwood is small. Or rather, it's not small. It's thin, but wide. Right? So, if you're cutting straight through, as you guys are trying to do, it doesn't take too long, unless you get completely lost.
And don't suppose we can see the sky. Because of the trees.
Bits and pieces, sometimes, if you're really lucky. Most of the time, no. And when you do see the sky, it's dark. Almost black. It looks like the night sky.
Okay. So, which side did Toss say you saw the light from?
Left.
Left.
Well, we took the left path, and then we took the left path again, right?
No, we just took the right path.
Oh, left, right.
So far.
I guess we go straight forward. All right.
Sure.
I walk straight down the middle path.
Okay. Follow along.
All right. You're up front, right?
Yep. Fuck it, while I'm at it, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds too.
As you're walking, go ahead and as you sort of walk for almost another hour, probably another 45 minutes-ish, you do come to another sort of open clearing. And again, there are now 3 more ways to go. Left, right, and center. Give me a perception check as you enter the trees. Or the clearing, rather.
Where'd my good rolls go?
You feel like you see a whitish glow coming from the left-hand side. From the left path. It's a dim white light.
Do you guys see that glow on the left side?
Now he's seeing it.
I'm really asking.
If I looked, would I see a similar light to what I saw?
Sort of, yeah.
Actually, I do.
Huh. Lucian?
I think
Which means we're probably both going mad or something.
Lucian, you see it as well.
I'm going mad as well.
All right,
All right,
let's go.
one left.
Okay.
As you guys head down the left-hand path.
I do want to
Who's
note
taking
I am
front?
keeping my finger on the page.
Who's going first?
I'll be in front.
The path is like 8 feet wide, so you guys kind of have to go single file.
I guess I'll go second.
Okay. I'll take up last.
All right. Works for me. So, as you guys continue on, you see a small rock outcropping. It leans up about 5 feet, sort of raised up, and there's a small path, and around it, what looks like a path. I mean, it looks like it's been walked on, almost like a Todd. This would almost look like a game trail to you, right?
Right.
Used by hunters, but it's definitely not actually a game trail. It's definitely just, sorry about that. It's definitely just like a path that something walks on periodically. As you're in the front, give me one more perception check.
I want to help him.
Okay. Well, you can't. He's literally blocking your view.
Damn.
Him and his big shield. You again feel like for just a moment you see those two figures standing there for a moment and then sort of move on out of this what looks now like, as you guys kind of come around the path, a stone circle of some kind, maybe the ruins of an old building, something along those lines. Again, that white light is certainly messing with you. You can see it though, and it seems to be emanating from somewhere inside of this ruin. And as you sort of walk up, here's the path that I was talking about. It looks traveled, kind of comes up and around and then into the building. The two figures seem to walk off somewhere. You're not sure where exactly, but they kind of go more up that away. But still, there's a white, lightish coming from inside here. You can't see as the walls are a little too high. And so this raises up about 5 to 10 feet. So you can't really see inside of here, but you can see the building itself.
Oh, finally. A building. We've got to be getting close to getting out of here, right?
I mean,
Not
you say that.
necessarily.
Are we able to like sneak around on the right side, like without going up on the raised portion?
Yeah, you could do that. There seems to be a path. This all seems like there seems like a path that goes around on the outside and then up. And then so the path sort of connects here, and you guys came in from kind of over this way.
All right, I'm just gonna head up that way.
Okay, sure. So you you just sort of push Gad out of the way, dodge around Lucian, and start heading up along the rocks that way. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna peek my head over, if I can, any section that's like just under
It's
7 foot
10
tall.
feet there. Like you could move to like here and peek your head up. It's a little bit shorter there. But if you want to do it on this side, you'd have to be out over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna peek real quick and then head back to where Taw's going.
Sure. Give me a quick perception check. Again, you see sort of a white glow emanating from the building. It doesn't seem to have a source that you can see. And it's a soft pale white light. In fact, this entire place is actually it's a clearing. It's you can see the sky from here, and it does appear to be the night sky, but no moons in said sky that you can see. At least not currently. But it almost looks like moonlight.
Well, alright. There's a glowing thing in there. Just keep going.
Okay, Lucian, anything you want to do?
Wait, I'm gonna turn around. And I'm just gonna like put my hand on Anvil's shoulder. I'm gonna say, but it could be some artifact of unknowable power. And then I'm gonna like chuckle and fucking walk up north.
I'll follow Ta.
Okay.
We're here for something,
So,
and I'd really rather not
as
get
you
sidetracked.
are you gonna head up to the north? What are you trying to do exactly, Tom?
Like go up here and look at down the path, whatever that might go. Just look for now.
Okay. You get up there, and I'm gonna say the path is pretty straight, right? Out that way. And you definitely see two figures as they're headed down. They're a little ways away from you, and it's a little bit tricky to see, but they seem to emanate that same vague, ghostly light. Again, they're a little ways away at this point. They seem to be moving, like their feet are moving at a normal walking pace, right? What you would know is a normal, person of that size is walking pace, but they seem to be not quite touching the ground, and they're moving at an incredible pace comparatively. Each step taking them easily 15 feet. So they're moving really fast and not in concert with their, they're not, it doesn't seem like they're actually touching the ground. Again, one seems very, very thin comparatively, and the other one is kind of short and stocky. Both are around 4 feet ish, plus or minus a few inches. As they head on down the path, they take no notice of you, though.
Do I recognize them?
Give me a perception. To discern anything.
Why can't I just magically know?
Mm, you might. You feel like you might recognize them.
I know who that is. That's Biggs and his wife. Joking, obviously.
Actually, you feel like you do recognize them. Weirdly. Thinking back a long ways, right? To when you first got your armor and pulled the door off to use as a shield. You recognize these two as potentially, you think that they were part of the infiltration crew. The crew that attacked you while you were on that job.
All right, well, I'm going to keep going this way. Because I don't see any other paths out of here, so we might as well go north.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep following
Do you
Ta.
say
but-
anything? Do have any of you actually said
no.
anything beyond what Ta said?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
But
Ta.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I am going to ask Lucian, like, did you know anything about the glowing rune tower? Does any of this look familiar to you at all?
No. None of this looks familiar.
Nope.
However, Ta, as you're about to step out of the copse of trees, you hear something. High pitched at first, and then louder and louder and louder. For you, it takes you back to another one of your jobs at one point where you heard a young noble lady screaming in pain as she found the rest of her family slaughtered at her doorstep. I need everyone to make me a DC 19 Constitution saving throw.
Wait.
As the light inside of this building flares with an almost to an angry level.
Nope.
Hey,
Hey, so that
I've
didn't really
already
affect
heard
you.
this one.
Yeah. It's like a hair metal band. You hear one and it doesn't surprise you anymore. However, with that, this ghostly visage of a woman rounds the corner outside of this building. So,
Oh, look, guys, my ex-girlfriend is here.
so, currently,
Really bringing the heat today,
or,
man.
sorry, it's not DC 19. I thought it was DC 13.
I still fail.
Yeah, you do.
Motherfucker. Okay, so that's 82 hit points.
Now you take it'll be 8 in this case because it didn't do the thing that I wanted it to do.
Sweet. 84.
No, sorry, my bad. Let me rephrase this. Lucian and Ta, you each take 8 psychic damage.
Oh no.
Gad.
I'm at 0. I just read it.
Gad falls to the ground, just falls over.
Oh, all right.
As she rounds the corner to here, Lucian, do you look up?
Sure.
Wait,
Ta.
hold on. Has no effect on constructs.
Yeah, but for the purposes of this, you're not actually really a construct.
Fuck.
You're a half construct, half whatever the fuck, because it's weird. I would say for the purposes of this, it's going to put you at 0, but you're stable because of the construct thing.
Yeah, the living construct thing.
Yes. It's the living part, that is being affected. However, Ta, as you look back, I need both of you to make me DC 13 wisdom saves as well.
Oh, great.
As you see what is a horrifying visage. Lucian, all right.
Yeah.
Ta, you are considered frightened of this creature. For the next minute, you may repeat your saving throw at the end of your turn, but
I always get frightened and fear mixed up. Is frightened where you have to run away or where you just can't move
frightened has
towards
to
them?
run away. Yes,
Okay.
you can't get any closer to the target. Fear is running away. Frightened is you're not allowed to get any closer to the target, and any attacks against the target have disadvantage.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, I've got my cheat sheet open over here because I get them mixed up too because it's dumb. I don't know why they're both that, and it's they're very similar. Let's do like a little bit of classic. All right. So with that being said, let's roll initiative. A lot of 13s. Lucky
Really,
number
Orange Jesus?
13.
Somehow-
All right.
somehow the dead man beat me.
Lucian, you are up.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go with a 4th level fireball. Right in.
Okay.
Oh. Screw it. Right in its face.
Okay. Right in its face, huh? All right. putting it right on him. So that means
Oh,
it's
are
6
we
and 24, so that's 30. Let's see how that damage goes. Dexterity save. 13 does not make it. Takes 15 fire damage, as it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you hoped. However, Gad, you did not. You automatically save death. Automatically fail dexterity saving throws while unconscious.
Even if
I
I'm behind
need
a
you
5
to
foot
take-
wall?
You're unconscious.
No. It's above you. That's not a wall.
Oh.
This is a wall. This is not a wall. It's about 8 feet up.
Alright.
So, Lucian, I also need you to make a dexterity saving throw against your own fireball.
Oh. So I take.
You
30.
take 30. And Gad, you are also going to take 30, and that's going to be 1 negative death save, and you're going to have to start death saving now. That brings us to the Banshee.
Cool!
Well, no, you'll do it. You would do it on your turn, but yeah, so you're at 2 negative saves, so we'll just sort of skip over you. You're fine.
Thanks for that.
Well, I can't get any closer, so have fun dying again.
Yeah.
Tanaka.
So she will glide over to you, Lucian, seeming to just step on nothing. And she is going to go ahead and attempt corrupting touch. And that does not work, I don't think. All right. So, Gad, you made your death save. Ta, you are up.
Okay, I can't move towards her, so I guess I'll shoot a firebolt at her.
Okay.
Otherwise, everything else will hit them. I can Azure Scorcher.
Burn them all alive.
Whoosh.
Fuck all of your characters.
All your dudes die. That's how we're playing this game. All right.
Curse you,
Let's get that
Tanaka.
firebolt rolling.
Not the first time.
That'll hit.
Alright,
And she takes a few damage.
I might have to roll that
I have
again.
disadvantage on the attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do actually. So go ahead and roll it. Yeah, it still hits.
Oh, cool.
For
But
18
it
damage?
seems to not do as much damage as you would hope.
Right.
Lucian. You're up. Unless you want to move or bonus action or anything. Todd. Oh, and Todd, at the end of your turn, make me a wisdom saving throw
Right, yes.
to hopefully break the.
No, I don't think so.
It was worth a try. It was worth a try. All right, Lucian, you are up.
Yeah, I'll use my Misty Step
Okay.
and go here.
And lead me
Okay.
to the metaphorical vultures.
That's my bonus action. So yeah, let's go with this one.
Okay. And that will be a what save.
Wisdom, DC 17.
17. Okay, wisdom. Oh wait, no, that's +2 as well. So it doesn't matter. It's an 8. All right. Let's see. That is considered. Okay. Incapacitated, I believe.
Yep.
She's immune to prone, but she is considered incapacitated for the moment. All right, that brings us to the Banshee, and she is going to attempt. Well, I mean, all she can do is try to save against that. So
Denied.
14 is not enough. All right. That brings us to Gad. I need another death save.
Well, it was nice knowing you. Thanks for that fireball.
Yeah, not a problem. Anytime.
God damn it. Every fight you do something to this friendly fire.
You notice the flame in Gad's armor. Little bits and pieces. You could always see a slight orange light coming
That's
from
not right.
dulls down to what is smoldering embers and begins to die out. Ta.
Another firebolt. I don't really have much else I can do.
All right.
Well, actually, well, hang on. Would that technically hit Tanaka if I did a straight line attack to her?
No,
No. Okay.
not right now. There is a gap of one area.
Okay.
I will give it to you.
I mean, I don't really care if it's anvil, but like if
Yeah, at
if I
this
could
point,
lean
yeah.
it a little on the left.
Oh, there was so much I wanted to do. There's so much backstory there. But you asshole, you could have just poured a potion down my throat.
I am going to. We don't even know if you have a mouth. I'm gonna cast Agonizer
Yeah.
Scorcher. Oh fuck! It's at disadvantage though, right?
Well, Agnar Scorcher, I believe, is. Yeah, I mean, it is a disadvantage if it's not a save spell. I thought
Oh
it
no.
was a save
Okay,
spell.
it's just a dexterity save on her end.
Wait, hold on, doesn't
Yeah,
It's not like hit.
then it's
Okay.
not a disadvantage.
don't
for
death
you.
saves aren't death saves supposed to have Constitution in them?
I don't remember how death saves work.
I don't know, but you'd get hit again. So
Yeah.
it's-
All right, there's that. You see 15 dex save. All right. She does make the dex save. How does a 19 factor in?
what do you mean?
Since she's incapacitated.
Oh yeah, she is incapacitated. She's gonna have disadvantage on that, so she does take the 10, but she has resistance, so that's a 5.
All right.
If only there was somebody who could do, like, divine damage.
You're dead. Oh, I will say to. I also get to do the wisdom save. I will also say to Lucian, fire does not seem to be very effective.
I've noticed.
All right, that's enough. You break the
Yay!
frighten.
All right, sweet.
All right, and that brings us to Lucian. Go ahead.
Let's see, I've got concentration. That won't work. Yeah, let's go with a classic. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Magic missile.
At
Okay.
what level?
All right, so that is a total of 22 damage. And that will hit, obviously, because it's fucking magic missile. And it will do 22 damage. And you can see as each individual bolt rips through the ghostly form, it leaves holes there that she's having trouble, like,
Regenerating.
reconstituting. Yeah. Let's bring us to her turn. She will.
I believe she needs to make a save.
Move up. No, you weren't feared.
No, for the hideous laughter.
Oh, yeah, she does. Let's see here.
She does have advantage.
One with advantage, yeah, because she was hit by you. So,
Yep.
she breaks the hideous laughter. She will come up after you. She's going to attempt to reach her hand out to grab onto you. 18.
Meat.
Okay, I don't remember. That means it goes through, right? Yeah. Because it's backwards with saves. So, you take 15 necrotic damage as you feel her literally pulling the life from you. Gad's dead. Ta, you're up.
All right. Well, that doesn't look very good. Now that I can move, I don't know anything better to do, so I guess I'll charge in.
Okay.
Move up to there. And by the way, this whole time I've had Orc Lair out, just fucking
Yep.
like
Yeah,
on the
I-
verge,
I
like
kinda
sort of
figured.
a mix of like just pissed off, but also just like machete through the safari, like kind of or jungle, whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, then I will hit her with that. And I will use Booming Blade as well.
Okay.
Fight sound with sound.
Interesting.
So there's that. And melee attack.
All right. The 14 will hit, and that will
Okay.
do 5 damage.
Oh, okay. All right. And then
It's
also
physical, so.
Yep. And then she I forget how this works.
So it's.
Oh,
gonna
this is
be-
when it moves. Right.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'll get the second attack in. Ooh, natural 20. Oh, and with Orc Slayer, I get
Yeah,
to.
That's gonna be a good
roll-
thing.
Yeah. Fuck, I forget. I just rolled a
So
weapon
roll
die again, right?
savage attacks. So it's 1d8.
Yes.
For you? 1d8. Yeah, because you're using it one-handed.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So 1d8, and then we multiply that number by 2.
Yeah.
So 12. So total is 12 to 6. I mean, it's fine. As you bring the blade down with this very heavy hit, as you begin to essentially cut her through her head, she bifurcates and disappears into mist around you. Very, very dead.
Okay.
Just like
I'm
In
gonna,
fact, she's not even here anymore. She's just
I'm
sort of,
gonna look around for a second and be like, just make sure she didn't like poof somewhere.
yeah.
It was
Sort of,
almost too easy. Only Gad died. I mean, Anvil.
yeah.
Eh,
Oh,
As,
speaking of,
as
do you
you
have
look,
any spells for that?
that's not my kind of magic.
All right, I stuffed him in the bag.
well, as
I don't think you
sort of look
can.
at him, you hear a voice, another familiar voice, in the back of your head. I can give him back.
Honestly, I really don't care. It's more of a matter of convenience. I'll say that both out loud and also in my head.
Solution, you hear that? Yeah.
Talking
Okay.
to yourself?
I mean, I did just ask you a question, so
Dad, you are in the
let me know.
bag.
all 390 pounds of me.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just leave you here. I don't really. It's more for like, I don't know,
Convenience.
whatever in the future. Yeah, that kind of thing. Like we'll see what happens, sort of thing.
Yeah, good luck taking me home. You're not gonna make it in.
All right. So, at this
Right,
point,
if
you have the way that. All right. So, for context, you have the way that you came. Right. There were 2 other paths. There is a path here that you saw those 2 figures walking down.
I'll head up to North Path. I'm fine with doing that because I don't
Okay.
think there's any others that I see. So let's go that way.
Yeah. Just there's just that north path, and then the way you came. Okay. As you head up north.
I'm gonna take a healing potion.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't help much.
As we're walking, I'm gonna just say in my head to the demoness lady, I'm gonna say, "You keep offering up these things. Let me tell you this right now. The only thing I really care about is killing the orcs that are gonna show up. That army is basically all the ones that I want to die. After that, I don't really care what happens. But these people, whatever, they're convenient. They make me more powerful. It's great. But I don't really care if they die. All right, I need those orcs dead. That's my goal."
Interesting. See, I'm a bit different. I don't care if it's orcs or anything else. I just like watching the rage. Make me a charisma save.
Yeah, fuck. Great.
Pretty good for you.
Okay. As you look around, scanning everything, yeah, I gave you the charisma save because it was your better choice there. But you see an orc.
No.
A
No.
really,
No.
really big orc.
Don't fuck with me. Like, I'm saying this out loud at this point. Don't fuck with me. That's not there. Lucian, do you see anything over there? I'm going to point in the direction of what I see.
Lucian, you. By the way, Ty, you don't see Lucian. In fact, actually, you do. You do.
Is he also an orc?
No, you see the orc actually kill Lucian.
Okay.
Right behind you. He came out from the forest and kills Lucian right behind you and turns towards you. Lucian.
Yep.
You see Ta pointing at you, saying orc, essentially. All of this.
TPK. TPK.
I won't be
No.
dead. The rest of you will be.
It's only a matter of time.
So, that's the situation right now. Ta, you hear nothing from Lucian. As far as you're concerned, he's dead on the floor. And this big ass orc is coming at you.
Yeah,
In
but
fact,
the timing of that is like way too convenient for her. Like, I feel like I would not necessarily know, like, oh, Lucian's alive. Like, it could be illusion of the forest, but like, I really doubt that there's actually an orc there.
that's fine. But remember the other half, the battle rage and everything. This is really just meant to fuck with you.
Yeah.
She doesn't necessarily care, but
And I kind of
yeah,
hate
that's
to bring
what
it
you
up.
see. So, how do you want to handle this? Because as far as you're concerned, there's like two parts of you right now that are in conflict. The part that hates orcs and all, and she's
Right.
egging that on.
Yeah.
And the part that is trying to be rational.
Well, I don't really know if rational is the right word here. It's more of like the impatience thing that I
Yeah.
fucking bombed when I came in here. Because my whole thing is I want to get out of here to go fight the orcs there. Because on this plane of existence, fucking whatever. I don't live here. I don't give a shit. But like that's
Yeah,
the
fair.
two I'm more torn between. Not necessarily like, oh, I don't think there's an orc there. It means so logical. It's just more of like, fucking, I don't want to deal with this shit.
Fair enough.
So I got my sword out. If it, fuck, because it's like right next to me, right? Because Lucian was.
I
Not
mean,
that far off.
it's about 10 feet behind you, and to your eyes, currently, it looks like it's raising up its sword.
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take a step 5 feet back, which I assume is still on the trail, whatever way I was going. I'm gonna take 5 feet back down the
context
trail.
here-
I'm gonna say, Lucian, if that's you, take a step back. Don't step towards me.
All right, so just pretend the ground, the map part here is. This is about
Yeah,
your
that's
distance.
fine. Okay.
Lucian,
I'm going in the other opposite direction.
you see,
Fuck this.
Fucking run.
okay.
What do I see?
You see an orc, as far as you can tell, slowly sort of backing up.
Fucking told you to her. Look, you can have all the rage you want once we get out of this fucking plane. I don't give a shit. But I gotta get this shit done first.
But that would spoil my fun. Besides,
Yeah, well, you'll have plenty of fun later, all right? I literally don't care what happens to me during the fight with the orcs. I could die, whatever happens, doesn't matter, as long as they die. That works for me.
Fine. And you see the illusion dispel as now you see Lucian about feet further away than he was, than the orc was, and just bolting. Lucian, are you even looking back?
I'm gonna say stop.
Oh, so it come to a stop, and You still batshit crazy?
I was dealing with illusion. Let's go. There's shit you don't want to know about. Let's move on and try and get the fuck out of here.
Oh, we could probably really use another person.
Anvil is dead though, right? I say to Lucian. Because we definitely stuffed him in that bag. Wait, does he need to breathe?
Nope.
I don't know.
Don't need
That-
oxygen, don't need food, but you don't know that.
I
No,
don't,
I don't know
know anything about his kind.
Alright. Well, whatever. Use like a weird sentient suit of armor anyway. Alright, let's go.
Okay.
What if this whole time, this is out of character just to you guys, what if this whole time it was like a fucking Ed and
Dream
Al,
sequence.
like actually a suit of armor for both of us the whole fucking time? You guys don't know. Alright, we continue down the path.
Okay. So you continue down the path, the direction that you saw the figures move. Again, going to a small clearing, but well, this is the Feywild after all. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the hide areas. I will move you guys here. Well, it's not really a clearing. It's actually just sort of a larger area. There's small puddles and things like that on the ground. However, Ta, you hear Orcish.
Do you hear anything that's like Orcish? Or do you hear,
You know
do you hear
what?
any voice? I'll change that. Do you hear any voices? Any voice, singular, whatever?
Yeah, you hear voices.
Yeah.
Oh, good. What do they sound like to you?
Gibberish.
Okay. I will listen to the voices in Orcish.
You hear a few voices. From what you can understand, you hear two individuals talking back and forth currently. One of them talking about what they're going to eat and how they're going to cook it, and the other one telling him to shut the fuck up.
Oh, that would turn to Lucian. This might actually be two orcs. I'm gonna poke Lucian really quick just to make sure he's there. just to make sure he's actually there.
With the sword?
No, with my finger.
Okay.
All right.
He's still there, as far as you know.
There's two orcs, and I'll point whatever direction the voices are. I assume it's the way we're going.
Yeah, it's in the clearing. Like, you guys just entered the clearing. There are trees in it, right? It's sort of just like a more spread out area. You haven't actually seen any orcs yet, but you hear them and they're very close by.
All right. Okay. Well, I think it's orcs. At least they sound like it. So get ready for a fight, probably. And I will
I'm ready.
continue down the path.
All right, as you enter in, you do in fact see around a few trees some orcs. In fact, you see 5. You see 2 Tenrooks, if you remember them, and 3 sort of regular bog standard orcs. And as you sort of enter into the area, all of a sudden they all sort of look at you, and you hear lunchtime as they begin to run after you. So
I'm gonna look up at the sky really quick and just say, I don't know, it looks more like midnight here, but whatever. We can go for night snack.
Yep.
Jesus. All right.
Oh.
Here goes nothing. One more sort of initiative here.
Oh, there we are. All right. Oh, those things. I remember those things.
Yeah. They got fucked. All right. Descending order. The Tenrooks are first. They are. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. So,
Oh, they're just little
First
ones.
one.
Weren't the last ones we fought 2x2s?
Yeah, these are little babies. They're both gonna move up to Utah.
All right.
Let's see. The first one. Let's see here. He's going to go ahead. First one's gonna make a bite attack at you,
Nope.
and then swing his greatsword.
Nope.
Second one's gonna follow suit.
You know what? Yeah, I'll let that one through. The
right.
bite.
14 damage as the Tenruk
All right.
bites down on your arm. All right, Lucian, you're up.
I want to like sort of pull my arm up and pull my head down closer and say, "Enjoy the taste while it lasts," and then I'll let it go.
Let's see here. Oh yeah.
Wait, is it 14 or 7?
It's 14.
Gonna drop a fireball right there.
Okay. Or no, yeah, it is 7. My bad. 7 damage.
Oh, okay, that's good.
My bad. Yeah. Just spaced real hard. Fireball right there for 25. DC 17. Okay. So, deck saves. Here we go. So, for the regular orcs first, that's a make. That's a make, and that's not a make. All right. So, this will be. All right. 2 of these guys look mostly fine after that. I mean, a little bloodied, but still all right. And then the other one looks way more fucked up. Okay. So that's them. Anything else?
Nope, but I do believe
Oh, yeah.
at least one would.
I meant to get those guys. Hold on here. I'll give them both. 1, 2. So one doesn't take much. The other one does take some damage there. All right.
Then I will move here.
All
And
right.
that's my turn.
All right. Next up is Ta.
All right, I'll use Green Flame Blade, and I'm going to strike the one on my right first. What was the rules we have now for flanking? It's plus something
Plus
to
2.
hit, plus 2 to hit. Okay, so I will swing at him first.
That'll hit.
All right, and that means the Green Flame jumps and does. I gotta figure this out. 1d8 damage.
Yeah, 1d8 plus 3.
Plus, yeah, you're right. Plus my intelligence. Okay. So 9.
Okay.
All right, and then second attack will go to the. Actually, what is the one on the right that bit my arm?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, they're both going to him then.
All right. That will just hit.
Okay, cool.
All right. Okay. He's looking a little rough. That brings us to the orcs themselves. Both of these, they're all not too happy, but he's going to come down here. He's coming here. He's coming there. So, first one's going after Utah.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be. All right. It's not actually supposed to be a +1, but it says a 23. I got to actually alter that a little bit, but.
Okay. Well, that'd actually be a 26. Wait, oh, it's a 20.
23 to hit.
5. Well, with the flanking though.
Oh, yeah. 25 to hit.
So it's
Yeah.
25. I will use my shield since they're just starting theirs.
Okay. So I'm assuming that won't hit then.
Right, that my AC goes up to
Okay.
26.
All right. First attack on Lucian.
Or no, 27. Sorry.
13 and
Yes.
14.
Yes.
All right. That brings us to Lucian.
I'll go after this one.
Okay.
That with the green.
That'll hit. All right. With another. All right.
Oh,
So
nice.
then 8 and
Green fire everywhere.
12. And then.
Yes, I would have used it two-handed.
Where does the other? Oh yeah, it would have to go here. Okay.
I have to go to this one.
Yep. So this will be. All right. So he's not feeling so good. But they're all still alive. Ty, you are up. In fact, yeah, you're good.
All right, I'll go for that same middle one again. Also,
right.
green flame blade.
All right.
And that will be
That will hit, and that's the middle one.
so 5.
All right.
And
He's looking real rough.
All right,
He's not quite dead.
I'll hit him again.
All right. Okay. That hits, and he is hanging on by a thread.
Okay.
Oh my god. All right. It brings us to our little orcs. So 1 to Utah.
Mhm.
27.
Yeah, I don't want to waste a spell yet. So
12 piercing damage as
Right.
he impacts you with the spiky bits.
Mhm.
2 to you, Lucian. 12 and a 22.
Hit.
Another 12 piercing damage to you, Lucian. That also brings us to the Taruks. This one here, recognizing that he's stuck between the two of you, is going to step down 1. Actually, no. He's going to hang out there. He's going after Lucian. So it's going to be a bite attack on you, Lucian. No, I don't think that hits. And that doesn't do anything.
Yes.
So and then the next one does not have any bonuses. So this is straight to Ta. 12.
Nope.
And 18.
Nope.
All right. That brings us to Lucian. Yeah.
I'll go after them. Tenruk.
Okay. He's dead.
Nice.
He had 3 HP left. Come on now. So he's dead.
I don't think I can do anything else. Wait. One action. Then I'll step over his dead body.
Okay, let me put him to the back here.
Back to back.
You do get an opportunity attacked
Yep.
at you. It'll be a morning star at 15.
Yes.
Okay. At this point, just to screw with Utah,
Mm-hmm.
you see instead of the Tenruk dying, you see him charging up at you.
Damn it, fucking bitch.
Ta, you're up.
So I didn't see it die or waver or
Didn't see
anything.
it die. It just looks like it turned towards Lucian and attacked. And it's blocking your view from Lucian right now. So it just looks like it just turned at you and snarled.
God, she's a fucking bitch. Okay. That's the one that I was attacking.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta keep attacking that one because I don't think it's dead.
Real bad.
Out of character? I feel really bad about this, but I gotta fuck you.
Yeah, well, being in the Feywild with that mark.
She's a bitch.
I told you that was going to come back to bite you guys a long
Alright.
time ago.
Green
All right.
flame blade.
All right. 17.
Miss.
Okay.
Does it actually?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
All right. So.
And then I get a second attack.
Yep.
Critical.
Oh, that
Woo!
one's good.
Ah,
It's going through.
so 12.
12 damage.
Shit. Let me-
Okay. Just the orcs.
I'm down.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
TPK.
As he falls,
I get to kill everyone.
as he falls, he turns back into his actual self, and you see Lucian's body on top of a Tenruk's body.
You fucking bitch. All right, let's fucking do this.
All right, so the orcs,
Fucking
they're
rage
coming
on.
around on you. Yep. So 3 of them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
No, none of them.
Tenruk, bite,
No,
great sword.
no. Oh,
That's
great sword.
correct.
Yeah, sorry, great sword. Yep, that is.
That's going through for 13. All right, you're up.
Man, I need like a fucking explode everything around me spell.
Yeah, kill Lucian
Yeah.
spell.
I already got that one down. That's
It's green
that's in the
flame blade,
bag.
right?
I got you agree. Now it's just fucking hit him really hard. I use my sword spell.
Yes. I cast Orc Slayer.
Yes.
I'm just kind of liking this character. Oh,
You're not dead yet. You're just down.
Well, at least
I
you
can see
didn't-
that you're Lucian now, so I can actually heal you if I get there fast enough. So I'm trying to think of what spell I want to use. Or actually, I need to check something with what is it? Action surge.
Yeah, considering the situation, Action Surge might be a great idea.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Good thing you didn't use it on Lucian.
Yeah, if you would have stayed up, I would have considered it.
I know.
So like, why won't this thing die?
just that oblivion soundbite all over, like over and over again. Why won't you die?
Oh shit, I totally forgot. I've got these guys are favorite enemies, so I get +2
Mm,
damage against all of them anyway. So
yeah,
okay. I forgot
Okay.
that.
we'll go from here. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Okay. I guess so all these guys took no, they didn't all take some damage because some
They've all
saved.
taken some damage. Yeah.
Well, as far as
uh,
like from his fireballs, what I was thinking.
Yeah. No, all of them took damage from the fireball.
Oh, I thought 2 of them saved.
There's a
Okay.
little bit of damage. Or sorry, that guy have taken quite a bit of damage from the fireball. He's mostly a Shokai, and then the Tenruk is standing pretty tall.
All right. So I would like to try and I guess I'll I don't know. Don't use that now. I mean, I guess it's a good time for it. I'm going to use Enlarge on myself,
Okay.
which is an action to cast. So it'll kind of like push everybody away a little bit.
Yeah, and you can no longer be
Also-
flanked.
Yeah, that. Also that. Well, I could. They just have to really coordinate for that.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that is an action. And then wait, can I use a bonus action now?
You can use a bonus action whenever the fuck you
Well,
want.
I'm trying to think of how it's going to work with because I'm going to use action search too, which means I just get a regular action and a possible bonus action on top of or no, okay, yeah. So I'll just
Just an
do
action,
yeah. So I'll do action surge after that, so that way I can use green flame blade. I think that counts as a. Okay, yeah, sure. All right, yeah, I'll use green flame blade and attack whichever orc is looking most hurt right now.
Okay, that's this guy
Okay. Yep. I'll attack him.
or this guy.
Well, I'll attack the one next to Lucian.
Lucian.
Actually, yeah, Lucian.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Green flame blade. That'll hit. That'll do 11 damage, and he's looking pretty rough.
Then plus, so that's 5, and then plus 2 to whatever for damage to
It
orcs.
can jump to this guy here, so it'll be -5. That is because you have the
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
3. All right,
Yeah. So the
he is
I
looking
guess-
pretty rough.
Wait, would both of them take the extra 2?
Actually, I think they would, wouldn't they?
Yeah, 'cause
I don't know.
all
how
I
it
have all I've
works.
written is plus 2 damage against orcs. So I
Yeah,
don't know
no,
if it
both
counts
of
as
them
well.
are going to take extra 2. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let
Yeah,
me
that'll
get
work then.
that one. So this will be all right. So he is very low on health, not quite dead.
The orc or the Taruk thing?
The orc.
Okay.
Yeah, the Tenruks are actually orcs. They're just mutated orcs.
Okay.
Well, another round of orcs. Oh, roll me a d4.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Even lower.
A D4
Wait,
for
for-
every attack.
For
Good.
what?
Yeah,
enlarged.
you get a d4 to every attack. You're enlarged.
Oh, right. Yeah. Duh, that
Gotcha.
thing I did.
I got you.
Okay.
So,
Too many
One.
things.
2, 3.
I'll use shield as soon as the first one starts going through,
Okay.
and that'll protect me from the rest too.
Okay. And that means Tenruk time. He's gonna make a bite. Nope. And greatsword. Nope. All right. So you are good.
All right,
That brings it
cool.
to you.
Hit them all again.
Lucian, I need to say.
Okay.
Roll a 1.
What should be a fucking nat 20?
Oh,
Ooh.
Ugh. Okay. Well, that's
I'll-
one negative.
I'll
At least
try
it
and-
wasn't a nat 1.
Yeah.
True.
Try and hurry
Rough.
through 'em.
Okay. Says you.
All right. I'll attack the same dude.
Okay.
Give me just a second. I gotta look something up. That's
I will say he's looking pretty
bonus
rough.
action.
Like
Okay, yeah.
really ridiculously rough. Like
Yep.
by a thread.
Okay, then if he's looking that low, I will actually attack the Chinruk above me
Okay.
first, and then use Green Flame Blade.
Okay.
+2 is 15 hit.
15 just hits.
Or wait, no, shit, no. I was thinking +2 for flanking, which I'm not. So +2 is
No,
damage. So 13.
13. That misses.
Damn. All right.
Ooh.
Well,
Stacy's
then
14.
okay, then I will forgo that one and then use my bonus action attack to attack the orc on the right.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck
that'll
you.
kill him. That'll kill him good and proper right there.
All right. Oh, also, well, he's already dead. So never mind. I was gonna say plus fucking D4.
Yeah, just add it on,
Yeah.
mutilate the body.
See how much extra you carve off.
Yeah, fuck.
All right. You get 2 more orc attacks. 1, 2.
The 23 will hit.
That'll be 13.
All right.
Sorry, I double clicked again on me. All right, and the Tenruk, 18 and a 13. He is not rolling well today. Okay. Well, that is it's back to you, and Lucian, I need a death save.
Come on, RN Jesus.
Hey, there's a positive. All
I'm good,
right,
'cause
1
I'm busy.
negative.
1 negative, 1 positive.
All right, Ty, you're up.
All right. I will attack the Tenruk. Green Flame Blade. Oh, wait. Actually, no, because nobody's within 5 feet of him. So, oh, is he? Okay. I'll just do
earlier, yeah.
an
No,
I'll
it's
do a
within 5 feet of the
booming
target.
blade. Yeah, the target, not me. So I will use booming blade on the Tenruk.
Okay.
Wait,
That
so
will certainly
he
hit.
gets the 8.
13.
And then I will send the second attack to the orc on the left.
And you get a +2, right?
Yeah,
He's
plus
dead.
2 damage. Yes. Yeah.
He's
nice.
just dead, but he's dead.
Sweet.
Oh,
All
did
right,
you
awesome.
add a 1d4 to the first one?
Oh, yeah. Roll me a d4.
No, I did not.
Because you need to do that.
Hey, 4.
Hey,
And
there
he's
you
dead.
go.
Also +2 to him.
No. Yeah, I got the +2 to him.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Brings us back. Now you got 1 orc and 1 Tenruk. So, Morningstar. Nope.
Nope.
Tenruk. Bite.
Yeah, I'll take it. I don't
7
know-
damage.
I don't know what's gonna come after this. All right.
23 for the great sword.
Damn it. Fuck it. I'll shield that one.
All right. All right. So, Lucian, do you think?
God damn it. Oh, I need to roll 3d6.
Motherfucker.
Well, yeah, 46, but you can drop one.
Wait, so how does I don't actually know all the rules for this. How does a net one on death save work?
It's
Two-
2 negatives.
fails.
Oh shit. All right.
And now I've got 3 fails.
Right. So
Yep.
what else do you need to roll? Oh, you're talking about for
No, he doesn't roll anything.
Okay. I thought
He's
well, you're
rolling
you're saying
3d6
rolling. I thought
because he's rolling a new character.
That's the joke.
All right.
Well, I would have helped,
Ah.
but fucking busy fighting all these dudes.
Damn it. I was actually kind of
Uh,
liking this one.
Go ahead.
What?
You got 2 guys around you.
Oh, yeah. So I wasn't sure what you're talking about. All right, time to fight some orcs. Yay! All right, fucking hit the top one first. Because, yeah, Booming Blade only
Sure.
lasts until next turn. So
Okay.
I'll do Booming Blade again, just fucking because.
That'll hit.
Okay. And that is plus. Oh, I need to roll a d4. All right, and also plus the 2, so 4 extra
Got it.
attack. Okay.
Yep.
And then I'll hit the orc south of me.
Okay.
That's a plus 2 to hit him, so 15. Or no, fuck, plus 2 damage. My bad. Keep getting
Nope, that does not hit.
Okay.
I'm just going to do Tenruk first because I'm on that page. So, and it doesn't actually matter. So 20 and an 8. I don't
Nope.
think that. Morningstar. Nope. You're up.
Nope. All right. Cool. Hit the Tenrug first again.
All right.
Just like doing foot like
swinging like
pivot.
fucking
'Cause
wild.
I got a
You're
pivot
basically
foot down.
spinning in place.
Just
Yeah,
going
one
back.
pivot
Yeah,
foot going
exactly.
nuts.
That's exactly what I
In the
do.
wind.
flailing
Spin the
back and
wind.
forth with his giant fucking sword. Yeah.
Oh, man,
That'll hit.
23. All right, so an extra 6.
19 again.
And that was Booming Blade. I don't know if I said that. And then
Yep, I got that.
down below 21
That'll hit. Not dead.
plus a d4 plus another 2, so 4 total.
Okay. He's looking rough.
Okay,
Not dead.
and that's it.
25.
That will.
Do you have
hit.
any more shield spells?
I don't have any more shield spells, so that will
Okay.
hit.
6.
Something.
Tenruk time.
Nope,
20?
nope.
Okay.
Says
You're up.
the dead ghost of a machine.
Hey, listen, I'm the ghost inside the machine, alright?
He's the ghost in the shell.
Yes.
All right.
All right, Booming Blade to the Tenruk. Or
Okay.
Tenruk.
Okay.
Oh fuck, that's a 1.
That's
All right.
nat 1. That
And
misses.
And I say, fuck that shit. I'm gonna hit him again. That one.
Okay. 11. Roll a d4.
God damn it. That's 1 plus 2,
12,
so 3
14.
total. So yeah, 14.
Very close to dead,
All right.
but not dead.
Oh,
Here goes.
oh, that's a bonus action. Never mind.
Yeah. All right. Morningstar. No.
Nope.
Bite.
Nope. Great sword will do it.
7 and 10, so 17.
All right.
It's your turn.
Okay. Had to lower some HP. Yeah, I'll do the attack on the Charuk again. Booming Blade, just in case he runs or something.
That kills.
Hey, 84. Fuck.
Just because.
Then I'm gonna turn around and face this orc. I'm gonna say last scrap of meat. Then I'm gonna swing at him.
Okay. That kills.
Yay! Everything around me is dead, including my party member.
Wait, how many rounds was that? How many rounds have you activated in
lot.
large?
I don't know how long it would last.
It's a minute.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's
10 rounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were getting really close.
right.
In fact, I would say that you revert back to the small size as you like bring that thing down on him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I
Well,
wasn't keeping
it's-
track. I should have.
It's round. Like it's not
Yeah,
like
10
individual
rounds,
turns.
yeah.
So like that was not that many total rounds because I didn't start
No.
at the beginning. of the
Yeah,
fight.
you didn't start at the beginning, but still, yeah.
If it would have, then yeah.
All right.
All right, I'll go check Lucian. Check his pulse.
Seems very dead. at the moment.
Great. Well, fuck. The one guy that knew anything about the Feywild. Welcome to one-on-one D&D, everybody.
Todd, I need you to make me a history check.
All right, this is gonna go great. I mean, I'm smart about some stuff. All right, here we go. Not great.
You can't really seem to remember exactly what the was or how to get back or what the rules were with the Ravens at the moment.
Oh yeah, I didn't know any of that shit anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to that.
So, here's my question. And I need you to really think in character. Because give me a perception as well, and I'm giving you advantage.
What Todd do?
Hey, I'm not dumb. I'm
It's
just blind.
just enough.
All right.
You can hear more orc cries in the distance. What do you do?
But there's so many other orcs in the plane that matters. Like I don't give a shit about this plane. Oh man.
True, but
Do I have my wits about me, or am I being all fucking twisted by what's her face?
I mean, she's fucking with you, but like not. I mean, she can make things appear around you and all. Like your brain is your own, but she's taking advantage of the heightened emotions.
She did make you kill Lucian.
Yep.
Yeah, she. Well, I did specifically say I don't care if he dies,
Yeah.
Which
put
is-
that to the test.
which is partially true. Outside of the Feywild, really wouldn't give much of a shit. In the Feywild, it's a little inconvenient.
Mm-hmm. Here's what I'm asking. Here's the simplest thing I'm asking. Is Ta going to get lost in the Feywild?
With those wisdom and charisma checks, yeah.
Yep.
This is what I want. I want to take a 5-minute break because I don't want to be part of this discussion because I don't want to weigh in one way or the other right now. Okay? What I want to ask is, considering the situation currently, right? As much as I absolutely love these characters and all, do we want to consider this either canon, it happened, and we continue with the campaign? And Ta is the only survivor if he manages to get out, and we'll play that out.
Endlessly fighting orcs in the Feywild until the end of his
He
days.
could be
I don't
endlessly
want
fighting
to fight him endlessly in the Feywild. I want to fight him endlessly in the material plane.
You might not
He
get a
could attempt
choice.
to go back,
I
yeah.
know.
So there's
Oh.
that.
Ryben.
With the knowledge that Bramnik is gone, essentially.
By the way, out of character, that was totally Bramnik
It was totally Bramnick and Mila, yeah.
I thought so.
That's part of their journey is to go through the Ravenwood in a spirit form, and you guys were seeing them.
Oh, interesting.
Huh.
Of course, none of you actually know that, but yeah,
No,
it was
but,
yeah. But the other question is, do we want to do a soft reset? Right?
No, it's okay. I'm a little
No,
salty
not
about the
that-
friendly
that's not
fire,
what I
but
mean.
that's good.
We have a bunch of characters that don't really know each other. We've had to keep adding new people in, and people leave, and all that stuff. Do we want to do a soft reset, say everything that's happened has happened, right? Or do you want me to go fucking nuts and potentially take where we are? You can keep your character if you want. And I do have one other thing that we could do, but I'm going to leave that open to you guys a little bit. What I want to know is, what do you guys want to do? Because we are down to the 4 of us here right now. That's who we got, basically, unless Evil asks for a day off. So I want you guys to discuss if we want to add new players, all that stuff, so that I have an angle so that we can continue from here. Because, yeah. But we could consider this like a non-canon episode. I'm just leaving it up to you. I will be back in a couple minutes.
Wait, before you leave, somebody on my stream is asking, how much have you spent?
I spend about $5 a month on premium because I have a lot of. You don't have to do that. And I've gotten almost everything online for free or made it myself. But I have spent like a total of $10 on some map packs that I haven't really used much yet because you guys haven't gotten to the areas that I wanted to use them for. And that was more out of convenience than anything else. The trade-off there is a lot of time is spent. Like per session, I spend about 8 hours putting stuff together when I can, and I haven't really been able to lately. But that's what I was doing for a while. So yeah, it's about 8 hours of work per 4-hour session, plus then the session. So yeah, there's the answer to your question. You guys discuss.
Well, as much as I'd love to
I like my character.
keep playing,
I have all that remains. There is only Ta.
because honestly, that's Gad's only weakness. He's an AC machine. In more ways than one,
what?
he just has bad rolls.
Oh, that's the weakness you're not. I think you're just unlucky, dude. You die
Yeah.
all the
I
time.
got hit.
Some
This
of
is
it-
the second time I got
some
hit
of
by
it
something
is
that like
bad.
instantly kills or just incapacitates you.
Yeah.
Like when
You-
I got
you
my
do make
brains
bad
eaten
decisions
out.
sometimes, but also you're very unlucky.
Yeah.
Also, both times I just well, the second time I didn't actually have much of a choice because I couldn't move closer to you. The first time I'll let you die.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I got to deal with this fucking big giant because he's gonna fight the other people. I was like, he'll either die or be fine.
It's a 50-50, really.
So I'll let you flip the coin on that one.
With the -1 modifier for the save. Oh, man.
So here's the problem: is I could be moving at any point. I don't know when. It depends on if/when I get a call about a job. Well, when I get a call about a job. I had planned ages ago on Todd just kind of vanishing. I had thought it would be like he goes, "Let's fight the Orc army," like before we actually started to consider in the Orc army. And then
Suddenly
we
there
ended up in
was
the
the Orc
Feywild,
army?
and that changes shit. Like if I was in the material plane, I would have no qualms about disappearing. But we're not in the material plane anymore.
And there's no fucking way you're going back with that perception.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't plan on like knowing the way out. I just wanted to like keep going forward. But yeah, not like backtracking or anything.
Oh, man.
Because that's the thing. Like with him, he doesn't really care about. I mean, yeah, like orcs, fuck them all, but at the same time, like he doesn't know anybody here that he needs to protect, like or that he wants to protect. Like the big thing for him, and you guys, your characters wouldn't necessarily know this, but the big thing for him is he wants to protect innocent people from technically anybody that wants to hurt them, but especially orcs. And he doesn't really know of
Except for
anybody
himself.
here. Yes, except for himself. That's true. But honestly, he wants himself dead at the end of like once all the other orcs are dead, he wants to die. Like sort of at the last moment, like kills the last one, falls over dead.
Oh, so
but
Hitler complex.
no, he doesn't want to kill himself. He just doesn't like himself. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So, but that's like all on the material plane, not on this one. So that's the only hesitation I have of him like becoming some myth in the Feywild.
Yeah, I really didn't want to go to the Feywild. I really didn't, but like just for the sake
Yeah, you're
of
the
sticking with the party.
one that insisted on us coming here.
But you know, this is still a session.
Well, yeah, I didn't have any issue with coming to the Feywild. I just didn't want all of you guys to die while we're in the Feywild.
You shouldn't have killed me.
You're right. I probably shouldn't have. But
We
you
should have
looked
just
like one of those tasty tricks.
I should have just been like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna stop and look over this. I'm gonna go keep walking right down to where Ta is and leave.
Sure should.
That fucking timing though, the fucking Banshee Whale. Anybody who saves is instantly to 0. I was like, motherfucker.
That's why I didn't go in there, because I'm like a fucking hut. Yeah, that sounds safe. Let's keep moving.
No, yeah, I was still the same thing. Like Gadriel was really thinking like, I mean, we're really just here for the gems of Rydal, and like that's kind of unknown, and I don't go after anything that's unknown. I always have at least some information. So it's like, fuck it, we know where we're going, we know what we need, so just move on. And then the fucking thing pops up.
Yep.
Oh, man.
All right.
I was really
Here
contemplating
are-
casting the daylight spell earlier too, because Rabbit said it was getting really dark.
Well, I mean, it was basically nighttime. It was, yeah. Okay, so here are, as I see it, my options right now. Okay?
Okay.
And this is based on the fact that, I mean, I kind of feel like with how everything is right now with everyone, the campaign style could change and it might suit everyone better. Here is a vague idea. And I want you guys to know that I am not finishing this campaign in any way. I am really happy and proud of the story that I've come up with, but I am perfectly willing to upend it if that is going to serve the group better, so that we all can play in a way that our schedules, with the way that they are, right?
Yeah.
Allowing for people to join and leave as needed. Here is a thought that I had. Changing the style of the campaign to a more pirate campaign.
I'd be a pirate.
Kind of. Maybe not
Yar,
pirate, but
har,
like
fiddly.
the idea is if you can be there, you're off the boat and helping. If you can't, you're on the ship. Right? And that way people are in places, and then it makes a little bit more sense. We have 3 people. We could look for some more, and that would mean that Saber, depending on what your schedule is, you can play when you can play, and everything else.
Mhm.
That being said, I don't want to, I mean, I hope you guys enjoy the campaign as it is, but
Other than the whole dying thing.
yeah, I mean,
that was actually kind of funny.
I'm attacking you guys with like 2 to 4 creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So thought that would be doable.
Nope.
I was wrong.
Yeah,
apparently.
that was
You know I'm
fine.
terrible at like anti-death saves. You know that.
Yep.
With the
Yeah,
fucking
that's fair.
the mind flayer in the goddamn caves.
And Iron Jesus has forsaken us.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I've been
Orange
rolling
Jesus
flippy
gave
floppy.
you guys some shitty rolls today. Here is.
I can't believe you rolled letter 10 twice in a row.
It would be a continuation of this campaign if we did that still. It would tie into the story. Everything that has happened has happened. Same level. same, all that stuff. It would just be sort of a new direction of style of gameplay where visiting islands, that sort of thing. Yes, you would still have your airship. In fact, that would still be key to the campaign. Because I know that that was something that, when we initially started playing, that was the thing that we all wanted, was that airship. Now, if we want to change that, that's fine. But what I would like is to at least hear from you guys what we want to do.
Well, if we were to go with the pirate thing, would we have to write up new characters, or could we use our existing characters?
Well, that depends on whether or not we want this to stay canon.
Yeah, that is the question.
Ah.
In the spirit of the game, I'm totally fine with it. This is good.
We can totally do some stuff, right?
Yeah.
That allows you guys to come back with these characters. However, I'm going to leave that up to you guys, what you guys want to do. I mean, it won't be super hand wavy. I know how it would work. The question is if you guys want to make that move or not, or if we want to continue with the campaign as is and see where things go. Do we want to add new players? That's the question right now.
I'm okay with adding new players.
Okay. Saber?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know anybody, but that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like I don't know what the fuck's gonna go on, so I might be gone forever. It might be, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, and that could be next week. It could be next month. I have no clue.
Please don't leave me forever, Saber.
You see what I do to people that are near me. I don't give a fuck. I just kill them. I'll do it.
That's fair.
Also, I have 9 hit points left. I didn't use second wind yet, but just to heads up. Just to let you know how close you got.
I know. I was sitting there wondering to myself, is it better if Todd dies or not right now? And I mean, it was let the dice decide, but I don't know.
I had stuff I could do to heal myself.
I know. Yeah, you'd probably be fine.
Yeah.
Defensive as fuck. So
yeah.
So I think I would leave it up to you guys if you wanted to keep your characters or not. And I have a way.
I'm not
you
dead.
could come.
I would
know.
definitely like to keep my character because I can't be bothered with trying to come up with a new character concept.
That's fair.
Look, guys, I found a revivify potion on one of these orcs.
Little less hand wavy than that.
Oh, what's this? Some level 20 druid chasing after us after we started that fire?
I think what I want to do is get the go ahead from you guys to really, really upend a lot of shit. And what I would want to do is I would want to get whoever else is going to be joining in for a session 0 type thing. I would want to do a soft reset if we wanted to do the new version.
Okay.
Sort of thing. And what I mean by a soft reset is nothing has changed or anything, but we're gonna go through what happens next.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna kind of have to put it on rails for it to make any kind of sense.
Yeah.
At least for a little bit, but then we go from there, and it will be a little bit more of an episodic adventure where things are 1 or 2 sessions long most of the time. There will be sort of an overarching theme, but it'll sort of follow if you've ever watched any fucking CSI TV show where there's an overarching, but a lot of stuff is episodic instead of I'm doing these longer storylines, which I really like, and there will still be a few of those here and there, but that would mean that Ta could. Saber, if you had to go for say a month or something like that, you could go and then come back and you'd be fine, right? And not need to actually catch up on a huge amount in a way and be able to sort of jump back in pretty easily. I hope.
Right.
if I'm thinking through this right, or if anybody else needs to do that, because that seems to be, like with Evil. I know she still wants to play, and then next time she asks for a day off, she'd be able to jump right in and no problem. That sort of thing. So it's that. It's call this non-canon, or it's roll from right here and continue on with the base storyline that I had. That being but I just want to make sure that you guys understand it's not that the storyline thing, because I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna alter it a little bit, and then things are gonna happen and it's gonna be interesting. Either way, it should be interesting.
Oh man.
Well, I'll say basically what I told these guys when you took your break. The only thing Tom really cares about, first off, he didn't even know that there were orcs on this plane. He
Feywild has
really
orcs,
just
yeah.
what they didn't know. I didn't
Yeah,
know either. But the ones on the material plane are the ones he's
cares about,
really
yeah.
focused on. Yeah, because like he wants to protect the people there because he doesn't even know if anybody exists on this plane. Like
Right.
yeah, we were kind of in a, was it a town that the portal was in? Wherever we
Yep.
started. Okay,
Eldrest,
so
yeah.
that was also a surprise. Well, no, not Eldrest, the place on this side of the portal.
Yeah, it's still Eldrest.
Oh, okay, all right.
I mean, it's the same city. It's just kind of got a hole in the middle where most of the city got teleported.
Right. So
yeah.
the plan that I had, because I thought that I was going to, well, I thought two things. Either I would have heard sooner about a job, or this would have taken longer to get to the whole orc army thing. And so my plan was to have him vanish, like basically just go infiltrate the camp and then, fight it out in there, or sabotage or whatever. And so he just vanish into that. But then we fucking went to the Feywild, which was I pushed for. I'm not arguing against that. But yeah, I know. I wanted to do that, but I didn't think you guys were going to die in the first fucking day. The first like 6 hours in the Feywild.
You guys have been here for a little bit longer than 6 hours.
Right, but whatever.
Yeah.
The first day.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
So yeah, so it's kind of like I'm kind of stuck at this point. Like it's somebody drove me to a bar and then they left. Like I don't, how the fuck do I get home? So that's it. It throws me off a little bit as far as like what I had wanted. I want to keep Ta, but as far as like him disappearing, my opportunity for that is kind of gone unless he just fights orcs in the Feywild, which I don't really want.
Yeah, I mean, there's always opportunities. I mean, I have a way for you to get out of the Feywild that makes sense to me.
Okay.
Should make sense to you guys. And you can take your compatriots with you, and or at least their bodies, and I have a way for them to come back. And that would also make sense to me, and hopefully make sense to you guys, and it'll be kind of an interesting moment.
I would like to perform CPR on
yes.
Lucian.
Yes. Like they
Not-
do
not
in the
the mouth thing,
movies,
just
and
the
it's
chest.
somehow.
Do you have a shocking grasp?
I
jeez.
used to.
Be a defibrillator.
I used to.
Yeah. Okay,
That's fine.
so the question is, do we want to alter how the campaign is played a bit, or do we want to leave it? And that is really and truly the big question. And what I would do is I would have, I mean, it would be interactive, right? It would be kind of on rails, but there would be choices that you guys could make.
Yeah.
And depending on that, would be sort of the setup, the start of the next situation. I would also want to have, the opportunity where everybody could actually say hi, meet each other, get to know who each other's characters are on that sort of session 0 where everything gets set up.
Yeah.
And sort of have a direction to point, And I'd hope to be able to do that next week. But yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of whatever is easiest for you, or whatever the dead guys want. Because like I'm fine.
Well, dead
kinda fine
guys,
with
what do you
whatever.
want? Because either one is
Yeah.
I mean, it's essentially the same amount of work, so it's not that big of a deal.
I'm okay with either option.
Useful.
Yep.
God, it's like asking a girl what she wants to eat.
Yep. Oh. Every time
Oh,
my
I'll just have what
roommate
you're
asks me,
having.
"Well, what do you
All
want
right,
for
cool.
dinner?"
We're going to KFC.
Food.
Oh, we're going back there again. It's like, I mean, you said you'd have what I'm having. You know I like KFC.
All right. So, Kai,
Um,
what do you think?
for my vote, I think that temporarily, um, your suggestion would be pretty good to like get new players in, see if like it'd be a good way to like vet, I guess, new people joining the group, and we can kind of put
Yeah.
this on like hiatus for a little bit, or like try to run
Well, I
concurrent
mean, and that's
storyline.
the other option is to run, one shot or not, one, but like a really short-term campaign, I guess, with other characters for a little while, and then pick this back up. I don't know. Uh, Again, it's honestly up to you guys because I'm cool with whatever we do.
Oh, that's really helpful.
Well, I mean, I can adjust. It's easy enough. The thing is, if I was going to reach out to players, right, I'd want to be able to say, "Hey, this is the kind of campaign we're running. This is how it kind of works, or whatever." Which is why it's an important question to have answered first.
Hmm.
So, do we want to leave it on the fence, ask in Discord, and get it from everybody, or
Yeah.
I don't feel
Or-
great like just leaving it to like the three of us.
well, I wanted to get your guys' opinion first because I know you guys are going to be playing, right? This is a good place to start, and sort of branch out from there. But yeah, so I think, all right, yeah. So here's what I'll say, Ta.
Yep.
No matter what happens, if we continue this campaign or not, or rather, if we continue this campaign as is or right, I don't think we're calling this non-canon. I think that was essentially what we came up with.
Woo! All right. I had a bad fight with orcs.
Yeah,
And live. And
barely.
now I'm a myth in the Feywild.
Yes. You are in the Feywild. For the purposes of this, you chase after Melee, who comes to you. It says you need to come back now. There's no time. And begins to lead you through the forest back the way you came.
Ah, damn it. But the
Because
fucking...
this is not the right way.
Oh, okay.
You should have turned right a long time ago. And she takes you back, takes you out of the Ravenswood.
Wait, but didn't we have to go through the Ravenswood to get to the Ravens
Yeah.
Temple? Okay.
Yeah. Well,
So
she's not taking you to the temple.
She's
You guys
not
are
taking me
gonna.
to the temple.
No, she's taking you back
Okay.
for now. Because
Ooh.
there's no way that these guys are gonna come back to life in the Feywild, because that would be bad.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
But
But I mean, how much extra time would it really take to go to the temple and then grab the thing and then...
Also,
Get
you
it.
would need to roll
Honestly-
charisma again once you
honestly-
leave.
honestly, because you guys didn't make a deal with Simamar, but when you first got here, it would take you 3 or 4 months worth of time on the material plane.
Whoa! Woo!
You saw a Leshen, you knew you needed to talk to one, and time passes. They can only slow down time for you from the point that you make the deal. And you guys have
Shit,
been
what the
in
fuck,
here
man?
for a while. It's been a couple of days on the material plane, at least.
Lucian, you were supposed to get us with the time thing.
Not
So
my job.
basically,
Todd didn't know any... Yes, it was! Todd didn't know any of that shit. It was your job.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna leave his body here. I'm gonna leave his body.
You don't
like,
know
did
until you
she
step back
did she
through.
explain
In
that
fact,
though?
you know why? No, she doesn't say why. She just says, "Come, follow me." There's no time. and that's all she says. It's and you almost see her there for a moment, but then she almost just turns into essentially a will-o-wisp and leads and guides you out, and guides you to the point where you can see the city, and says, "Go! You need to get back to the material plane immediately." Now,
All right.
that is where I'm going to leave it as a setup for whatever we decide. Okay.
Well, step one, when Lucian comes back, I'm gonna kill him.
Again.
Again.
Yeah, again. Because Todd didn't know that stuff.
No.
He didn't know he had to make the deal with him or who or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's the situation. So
figured
it's
it was
gonna be
like-
interesting.
He figured it was like a be in there however long and then come back, and then you have to make a deal with somebody to leave and do
Yeah.
the time thing.
Well,
But Todd doesn't know shit, as opposed to Lucian, who knew all the shit, so he's gonna die.
gotta ask. Yeah. So for the moment, what I will say is you guys are headed out. I'm going to leave it up in the air as to what happens from there, primarily because from the point that you hit the material plane, we're either picking up this campaign as it is or switch to the more pirate-ish version. They both require very different events. Well, not very different, pretty similar. It's just a question of degree. So what I will say is, if you have friends that want to play, that you can vouch for, send
I
them
don't
my
have
way
any
or whatever.
friends.
Yeah, that's fair.
I killed
was
all of my
gonna-
friends.
Yeah,
Did you?
today.
Well, you didn't. Well, I mean, I guess
You're right,
you
In
you're not
did.
my friend.
fact, if I remember right, the FBI should be at your door in 3, 2.
All right, bring him on. Let me get my shield.
Bring out your shield.
Fucking
Does it
jump out the
deflect
window,
bullets?
cast
Are
fly on
bullets
yourself.
spells? Because you can actually deflect those back.
Yeah, shield blocks magic missile.
Oh, but you're out of the shield spell right now.
Fuck you! I had to run all the way back. I had a short rest or long rest. It's the Feywild. Time's weird.
Yeah. Okay. So that's where we'll pick up next week, mostly because this is a very, very weird situation. What I will say is, depending on what you guys decide, I can make it all work, and I would like to have that session 0 just to get everybody squared away on the same page and pointed all in the same direction, especially with any new people. So if you do have anybody who wants to play, that's perfectly fine, and we'll talk about that over the course of the week. But yeah, so today was weird.
Yep.
Real fucking
This
weird.
means I win D&D, right?
Well,
was the last one
if
alive?
it's last man standing rules,
Yeah.
fuck you.
I thought that's what D&D always was.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, you're kind of right. It is in a way.
Well, that depends on how
Because
shitty
I've
your
never gotten to
DM
play
is.
this one.
Oh man,
I mentioned
I am
this to
still
the
kind of
company, you
salty
guys.
about that. Like, oh, that's the second time, Ryben. Second time.
I win.
It's unlocked to death.
I loses. 2 characters.
Oh, somebody
It's okay.
watching the stream.
Don't worry.
actually
By the time I
interested.
got to level 10, Kai, by the time I got to level 10, I was through 3 characters, so it's not that bad.
Oh, you think that's bad? I've probably
Are
gone
you,
through a good 50 to 100 characters.
Yeah, I'm in one campaign.
Yeah, but you've played since like D&D 0.5.
Yeah, right. It doesn't,
Not
it doesn't
quite that long.
count.
Second edition.
You made D&D, right?
Yeah,
I
he was one of
wish.
the original designers.
He's fucking loaded.
Right. He's actually just rich as shit. Yeah,
I wish.
that'd be great.
that would be great.
Reverse, as you're in chat, keep an eye out on the looking for group in Roll20. I'll post it there. if we decide to accept people from outside of the people we know. But for the moment, there's no real age limit. It's more of a maturity thing, and it's usually just that we know. So I'm just gonna leave it there for the moment while I kind of weird situation. I was gonna see if we wanted Exodus to end, because I know he talked about it. I just don't know if he has time, or Sen, because Sen. And we used to play on Saturdays, which is why he couldn't play. But now we're playing on Sundays, and maybe he can. But yeah, Reverse, definitely just keep an eye on Roll20, looking for group, or you know, I mean, if you want to ask when I'm streaming at some point, you can. If I open it up, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's gonna be where we end it for today, because it was
It's kind of hard to go on.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself, dead guy.
Oh, make me a dexterity saving throw as you
All
run
right.
through the fucking
This'll-
fucking forest for entertainment's sake.
4 years in the future, Ta reappears on the material plane. A dexterity saving throw. Wait, a dexterity saving throw?
Yep.
Right? Oh, never mind.
Okay.
I was
You
gonna say, I
narrowly
could maybe use my
missed the
shield.
branch that leans down, sideswipe you as you're running through the forest, which would
Oh,
have knocked
that.
you unconscious. And
I
yeah,
would have used second wind as soon as they were all down, but we started talking about how everybody else is dead.
I know. It was more for comedy's sake.
I know.
But yeah, so this is an interesting day.
That's
Yeah.
a word for it.
Word for it certainly is. But yeah, so I'll have to post something in here about
Time
how
to
this
make a warlock that's
goes.
impossible to hit.
I mean,
You
if
know,
you want to try.
no. You've tried to do the high AC thing. It obviously didn't help you.
Oh no! I'm talking like
No.
teleport and CCs and stuff.
I think what you need, Kai, is like
Character that
play-
doesn't die every.
I need the
session.
golden snitch.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
No,
yeah,
you
you
don't.
need, what you need is like a character who's very different. Try a ranger or something.
Stay away from the fight.
yeah, that's what I've learned.
No, that's what I'm
Because every
saying.
time
Just
someone
give me a
gets close,
give me a
he
warlock.
dies.
I'll take the Eldritch Spear thing and get that 300-foot range and hit things from 300 feet away while you guys are fighting.
Yeah. And then the little sneaky little rogue will just sneak up behind you and slit your throat.
You'll be too far for Ta to help, so you'll
Yeah.
die again.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, that was a thing that happened, or didn't. I don't.
That was
know.
fun.
It
I
was an
enjoyed that.
interesting. That was an interesting session. Hope it was at least somewhat entertaining to figuring out what the fuck to do next, because I don't know. I'm just sort of rolling with it.
I'm gonna go have some celebratory victory mac and cheese.
Oh, I want mac and
'Cause
cheese.
I won D&D today.
You did. You kind of
Oh.
did.
That means I get all of the loot now.
Technically, right now, yeah. And I would say,
Yes.
like, it kind of is up to you whether or not they come back to life. So,
Man, if only I knew that Lucian actually was at fault for not doing the time thing. I would actually leave him here dead. I would genuinely do that, but I don't know that.
No. All right. So, yeah, we'll pick this up at noon next week. At least that's the rough plan. Like I said, ask around if there's anybody that you think might want to play, just so I know. And if I know by like Wednesday, so that I have enough time to at least, talk with them, because I like to talk to the players before they actually join the game, because that's usually a good idea, because then I know what the fuck is. In the meantime, I'm probably going to go and build Dino Parks for a while, because that's way too much fun.
We have 3 corpses in our bag now: Shield Golem, Lucian, and
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
The body
Uh,
bag all over again.
Oh god. At least it wasn't like 3 dwarf corpses, an elemental, and Argus all stuffed into one bag.
Or that bag of beholders.
Oh yeah, the bag of beholding was real bad too. We stuffed a dead beholder in there, and then it turned into a death tyrant. And then our bugbear
Let it out.
decided to let it out right before we had to fight a dragon.
Oh, you mean
along
when they
with, like,
cracked
a
that
few other
lock?
Yeah, when he stole it from me and then broke the lock open.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you proceeded to vitriolic sphere.
All of your
A
allies.
lot of guards.
Or
A lot
helping
of
us.
guards. I killed a lot of guards.
Yes, you
Oh,
did.
All right, I have you guys in the
And
back.
then we killed a lot of elves.
I didn't know how to spell your name, Grillian, because it's not on the list, so I just put Gad/Anvil.
that's fine.
Oh
I just
yeah,
called you
let me
Carillion
type it
instead
in.
of Kai. I just called you Carillion instead of Kai.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean we're basically
They're
the
both
same
K
people.
names. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, last episode of the Tuesday games was real bad. We're missing our. You know how
Moral
like
compass.
Bramnik was sort of playing as like the moral center, the relatively good guy, the one who's like, okay, so let's not kill everyone, let's just kill most of them. But we have a character like that as well named Cloud, except he's been gone for a month.
Does he have a giant sword?
No, he's a Tabaxi monk.
What's lame?
Yeah, well, he's
Yeah.
got claws, I guess, and he can run up walls and move pretty respectably for a humanoid. But we all decided it would be a great idea that before we headed off to the place that we knew we had to go to, my character has these 4 teleportation circles that he knows about, but he doesn't know where they go. He just knows the runes. So we're like, well, maybe it'll be closer to where we need to go. So we try it. Try the one with the marble flooring around it and stuff. Appear in this super haughty elven city. Immediately, they try to arrest us because we're in the middle of their royal palace.
Yep.
Which kind of makes sense from their end, but also we weren't really having any of that.
No.
Mind you, we have no moral center with us, right? So
I was the closest thing, but like I'm just looking for
no,
shit.
you weren't. You're not in this.
Oh,
This
never
is
mind.
on the
You're talking about your
Tuesday
Tuesday
games.
campaign. Yep.
Yeah. We killed off. Did we kill any of those guards?
Oh
Yes.
wait, hold on. Before we go any
Snarl
further,
killed like
Snarl.
1 or 2 guards.
Yep.
And then we jumped out off the balcony about 300 feet up. One of the guards also was falling.
Yep.
He was already decapitated at this point, though. So he
went
made a big splat on the ground, which attracted a lot of attention, which we used as a diversion to invade some lady's house, take it over. She was terrified and ended up. We didn't know this at the time, but she had a small child, and we basically terrorized the house, killed about 10 to 20 guards that
Yeah,
showed
something
up.
like that.
To ask. This is after Snarl, our Gnoll, chased down somebody who had knocked at the door, well dressed in curtains to try to hide his face. Guards came to investigate that. We killed all the guards.
And I broke
Eventually-
some random guy's neck who was
Yeah,
looking for jam.
yeah. We did a lot of bad shit, and at the end of that, we ended up teleporting back to the original city. We no further, having gone no. The diversion was completely useless. And mind you, this was supposed to be the episode that we actually introduced a new person into the game. She decided to not jump in simply because this was absolutely insane and it made no sense for her to ever jump in.
Oh.
And we were trying to get to a spot where it was, and it never happened.
You know how when you was going down the stairs and you told me to watch Snarl so that he wouldn't go eat the lady.
Yeah.
Vega was seriously considering telling him to go and get her.
Of course.
Can't leave witnesses behind.
Yeah, we all. Well, yeah, and it was Callum. My character had to be the moral center for about 5, where that was the discussion. Everybody was like, "Should we just kill her? No witnesses." And
No,
I had to be the moral center. I am not a moral center character. King of the Feywild. Oh God,
I can do it.
Ta being at the head of the summer court would be hilarious.
I can do it. I don't know what that is.
They are the, or actually no, if it's Ta, it's probably the winter court, to be fair.
Sure, whatever it is, I'll do it.
Good luck.
And then we'll invade the material plane, kill all the orcs, and then boom, there we go, win, game over.
Because the orcs are the real problem, sure.
Yeah.
The people controlling the orcs might be the more.
Well, them too. They're lumped in with them, but right now that's the more immediate threat.
Yeah, sorry.
Also, it's a very convenient way of having like 400,000 orcs together, so you can just kill all of them and get it over with.
Yeah. Well, you know. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Oh God. All right. Well, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do, but I could definitely use some help on if we can figure out.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be totally down for maybe adding 2 people to our attendance. But yeah, until then, I mean, we can keep talking about it. But hey, for everybody else who's still tuned in through this insane rambling of ours, thank you for watching. And who knows what's ever gonna happen to the Nameless? Bye bye.
I know. You're gonna die.
Yeah.